Hello. How are you? So, Koi, or Koi, Kohy, that person. That's a cool name. I don't know if it's male or female. They sent me this video. Thank you, Koi. They're from Czech Republic. A lot of you guys from Czech Republic out there. Shout out. Czech Republic, shout out. Czechia versus USA. Different attitudes toward nudity. It's by Dream Prague. I like that little ball. Go check out Dream Prague down below.
For Americans over the age of 18 and Czechs over the age of 4.
I see what they did there. Okay. That's a little bit, what the heck is this? It's a little like foreshadowing, kind of. I gotta fix whatever that pop-up is. Hold. I just clicked accept and it's gone. So hopefully, I don't know what that did. Yeah, but I see what they're doing here. So you're allowed to watch nudity if you're over the age of 4 in Czech?
Americans are big-time prudes when
Is this allowed on YouTube?
it comes to nudity.
I mean, YouTube is an American company.
I'm one of them. I grew up in a Catholic household, and we were taught to not look below your collarbone. Just don't even get curious. Czechs are a lot more comfortable with their...
I mean, I grew up in a Catholic household as well, but it wasn't that strict, I will say. Like the collarbone thing, wow, that's very conservative, but there definitely are people like that.
Their nude bodies, and they think you should be more comfortable too with their bodies. This is one of the most shocking things that Americans are confronted with when they come to this country. The very open nudiness.
Nudiness.
So for those of you never nudes like me, here are the top 10
Never nudes.
places
Is that like a muggle?
to avoid when you visit the Czech
Is a never nude just someone who doesn't go around nude in public? Ever? That would be me. I'm a never nude.
Republic.
Yeah. The beach.
Obviously, you would stay away from a nude beach, but in Czechia, any beach can be a nude beach. I use the term beach loosely here. I'm mostly talking about the dusty banks along the Vltava River. And just to get the terminology right from the start, the preferred nomenclature is naturalist, not nudist. The Czechs want you to be politically correct about it.
But those are English words. So what are the words in Czech? Hold on.
I once stumbled over an elderly naturalist couple
Stumbled over them.
along the Vltava riverbanks when I was searching for my golf ball near Hotkovičky. The Czech naturalists even made international
I hope you didn't hit their naked body. That would sting with the golf ball.
news when the Prague police had to warn some of them to make sure to wear masks, even though they were exposing everything else to the rest of the world. You really can't.
I guess I'll say when I heard that, I'm like, I mean, the rest of your body doesn't expel air except your butt. I mean, I guess they could, that's what was going through my head. Like, I guess you could have a mask. It would make sense they might need a mask for their butt. But I don't think that's how COVID is transmitted, just pink eye.
Blame the Czechs for wanting to strip down on whatever beach they can find, but you also must be aware of city parks, where the minute the cherry blossoms bloom, the Czechs like to strip down to their undies.
No way.
There you can see an array of Czechs in various sizes and various ages, stripping down to various stages of undress. For Americans, parks are places for children and elderly couples, and not a place for offensive body parts. Out of respect for nature, we Americans...
Hold up, but she said to their underwear, so... Is it actually to the underwear or all the way off? Either way, you'd be arrested here in America.
like to keep our bits covered up, whereas Czechs like to let their bits out for a little bit of freedom.
Free the bits. The doctor's office.
obviously the doctor's offices in America are going to require some nudity.
Underneath like a paper skirt.
But the nudity in Czech doctors' offices is just a little less delicate. So prudish Americans, beware. In the United States, you'll be given strips of paper to hide parts of your body while the doctor examines other parts of your body.
Yeah.
It's so that we can...
It's already uncomfortable enough.
...maintain dignity. Czech doctors do not have the time or patience to deal with your embarrassment. If you're a female in America and you have a male doctor, you will always have a female nurse present in the room during your examination. The first time I went to a doctor here, he was a rather large male doctor, and the examination room door was closed and we were alone, and he asked me to disrobe and sit on the bed. And he sat next to me and kind of like checked my breathing, and it all felt way too intimate. And I just kept telling myself, this is a cultural difference, this is a cultural difference. But I'm not gonna lie, I had my elbow like ready to go in case he made any false move. And if you're Czech, you're probably thinking like, what the hell kind of doctors do they have in America? And I would point them towards the series of scandals of physician abuse that seemed to make the
I was gonna say the gymnastics one, that was massive. Larry Nassar, my gosh, that was wild. But with that said, I mean, there's creepy men everywhere in the world, I believe. So, at least I think so. I don't know. Are there no creepy Czech men? Once you give creepy men or creepy anybody the power to, you know, do disgusting things to people, some of them will. But with that said, that would be extremely I would not like that. I would not like that. And I guess that's just the way, because of how I was brought up. It's probably not a good thing, but I wouldn't like that. Just being naked in a doctor's office. I already don't like it with the paper thing.
headlines every year in the United States.
Apartments? You can't be naked running down the halls.
Even your Czech apartment building can be a dangerous place for the prudish American. I've heard that Czech men basically strip down to their undies the minute they get home. Can anyone confirm?
So why do you guys love being naked so much? Although I do that. I do strip down to my undies the second I get home here in America. But I don't live in an apartment. Like, I don't go down and if I did, I wouldn't be running down the halls. There's not really any halls in any apartments here, actually. I keep saying halls. That would be like a dormitory. Anyway, actually, there are some with halls. Whatever.
This in the comments.
But why do you guys love being naked outside so much? I don't get the allure. Is it just like feeling the breeze?
So our apartment building is really old, so the neighbor's toilet is actually across the common hallway. So very often you can see him scurrying to the toilet wearing nothing but his undies. Even in their own Czech apartments, Americans have to hide their nudity because we have these giant windows, and unless you have curtains, people across the way can just like see you as if you're on a lit stage. Last summer, there was a whole naturalist party of what appeared to be male models on the balcony across the way of our courtyard. What was I supposed to do? Not look? I was curious. I totally didn't post it on Instagram.
What?
But how would you know if you don't follow me?
Did you? Is that illegal? Public squares.
Sometimes exposed body parts are a side effect of other behaviors. For example, I live near a grassy square, and I very often stumble upon someone urinating in the bushes. Mostly men.
Mostly men. Okay, now I'm imagining the women. What's a grassy square?
Very often you'll see a parent, like,
I guess if you're like in the city, that would be like a city block that's just grass.
Hoisting their child up over a bush or a spot of dirt so they can urinate. The other night, I saw a lady squat and pee into a patch of dirt. That's rare, though, and I'm pretty sure she was drunk. What I don't get is that, unlike America, in Prague, there are public toilets, and they're like 50 feet away from this square. I don't know.
Hold on.
There are public toilets.
Unlike America?
What I don't get is that, unlike America, in Prague, there are public toilets.
I guess she means public toilets, meaning they're run by the government. Because there's plenty of public access toilets here in America, like plenty. In fact, in Europe, I know you have to pay to go to the toilet a lot of the time, whereas here in America, there's toilets in pretty much every establishment open to the public. Now they're on private establishments, owned privately, but they're open to the public pretty much anywhere you go. But I guess she's saying Prague has government-run toilets, public toilets.
And they're like 50 feet away from this square. I don't understand why they need to go with like an audience. On that note, we were driving back from Brno and we were stopped in traffic, and one gentleman got out of his car to urinate, which I understand. We were stuck for a long time, but instead of going to the shoulder, he went into the center divider where all the oncoming traffic could watch him. You'd think the gusts of wind, like, coming in his direction would have deterred him from doing that.
That's insane. That's insane. Oh, wow. That would be quite an event. That would be something for me. I'd be taking out my phone to take pictures if I saw that anywhere. Someone pulled over into the center, got out in the middle of a busy highway just so you could pee in front of everybody passing by. And that's normal. Okay.
But nope. Another thing that was kind of shocking that would have totally been like a front page story in America was one time when I was in the beer garden in Regrovi Sadi, a woman was breastfeeding her child openly, and the kid was standing on the bench next to her on his own 2 feet, pausing between gulps to have a conversation, presumably. And she was just standing there bare-breasted for all to see. I don't find anything wrong with this, but in America, this is so controversial that they actually talk about this on the news, whether women should be allowed to breastfeed their children in public. I mean,
obviously they should be allowed to.
Americans don't.
Like, there's definitely, it is a controversy, but I think that's a stupid controversy. Like, and I think most younger people in America do know that that's pretty stupid. What is that guy doing? Some dude is walking down my front yard. Awesome. I love when random people just waltz up to my door and okay, whatever. Wow, that threw me off. What was I saying?
Don't want to deal with all the feelings of
I can see out my window right here, by the way.
Shame and embarrassment at seeing a breast that's not in a porn mag.
Oh yeah, obviously I think most younger people here in America know like breastfeeding, like such a natural, necessary function. I guess you could say going to the bathroom is too. So that would be the counter argument, but who cares if someone's breastfeeding out in public?
Magazine. So your child is just gonna have to starve. Before we get to the top 5 places that prudish Americans should avoid in the Czech Republic,
oh boy.
I want to thank this week's sponsor, NordVPN.
I'm gonna skip this.
Never wait here in Prague.
The Metro.
Of course, the locals here in Prague love to celebrate No Pants Day on the Metro.
Even with their boyfriends, just holding hands. Wait, do the men not have pants either? Wow. And you're telling me creepy men don't show up to No Pants Day just to sit on the bench and watch? I'm impressed.
Because, of course they do. But any normal day on the Prague Metro, you might just be sitting across from a lovely
it is in Prague, okay.
little old lady who seems to be reading a porn magazine. Oh no, wait, that's just the free Metro newspaper with advertisements with naked ladies on the back cover. That
Really?
would definitely be looked down upon in America,
Oh my
and
God,
you'd probably
yeah.
get some angry parents coming over to you and telling you to read your filth in private.
I don't know what they would say. Yeah. Then again, there's been so much crazy crap happening in America lately that I'm actually not sure if anyone would say something to you. There's so much crazy stuff going on. If you see the videos like on the metros and stuff lately, it's like someone reading a porno on the metro, they might be the most normal person. Sadly.
Another thing that's kind of shocking is the prevalence of sex shops in very central parts of the city with very graphic illustrations of what they're selling inside. The sex shops in America are usually kept to the seedy parts of town, usually reserved for Republican press conferences. And I'm sure there's some states in America where they're not allowed at all. That's probably where they need them the most.
That's true. They might relax a little bit. Yeah, they are usually off kind of on the fringes of town, you know, kind of a nondescript building. Like, what's in there, Mom? The public pool.
If you're a prude American, beware the public pools in the Czech Republic. In general, people will be wearing swimsuits, but if you happen to be at, say, my local pool after 7:45 p.m. on a Tuesday, you might have the shock of your life, because this is the designated FKK, or Free Body Culture Hour of Swim, from the website.
Wow.
And this is good. Which kind of people is coming? Couples, singles, old, young, boys, girls, women, men, families with children, anyone in the age between 0 and 100. Smiley face. Both regulars and new faces.
Wow.
Afraid of weird people? No problem. Never seen any inside the pool. There's also no problem with any unwanted observers from the outside. No windows at all.
Wait, what did they say about weird people inside? I get that. Okay, you don't have windows, but...
Never seen any inside the pool.
Never seen any inside the pool? What's that mean? Gym, locker room.
Usually in a ladies'
locker.
What
kind of a locker was that? I just had to say, who's ever seen a door like that? Is that a Czech locker? With an L-shaped door?
Usually in a ladies' locker room in America, there will be that one woman, mid-50s,
same with the men,
divorced, rediscovering her sexuality, who's just letting the ladies out to play. But everybody else's eyes are down, trying to dress as quickly as possible. Yes. I am the one in the corner behind the plant with 3 towels on me, dressing at light speed. In the Czech locker rooms, women are walking around bare-breasted, taking their time, doing their hair, applying fake eyelashes, and painting their nails. No problem. I also have never showered in an...
I mean, that is certainly like a good thing, I feel like. When you're in a safe space, like a locker room amongst other women, and you feel comfortable, you know, you should feel comfortable being naked. Especially because you have to be naked anyway. Like in the locker room, you have to get naked. Most people do. For whatever you're doing. So it's better that you guys feel comfortable, because here in America, it is a little bit strange of an experience.
Open shower room where like multiple women can shower at the same time. In the United States, you get your own little like shower cell. Hansa says that these open showers are typical in the male dressing rooms in both the Czech Republic and in the hockey changing rooms of the United States, which makes me even more suspicious of hockey players.
What the heck? I've only seen that once, like in the men's locker room, but most dudes in it was at a pool, so most guys had on bathing suits in it. The sauna.
Number 1 most horrifying place.
That's the one place you might actually find naked men and women, in the sauna. Now it's separate. It's not like men and women are together, but if you walk into the sauna, there's probably some naked dude in there.
For a prude American is the Czech sauna. And the Czechs love them some saunas. My first and only time in a Czech sauna,
like the Germans,
was with...
What is with you European people and saunas?
A group of adult students and colleagues in a co-ed sauna.
Co-ed.
And the crazy part is that you're not even allowed to wear a bathing suit if you want to. You have to go naked. And as far as I can remember, they didn't even allow you to take a towel. They gave you these like bed sheets, and most of the people didn't even use them.
Something to do with the bacteria, the cleanliness of your bathing suit and stuff being in that sauna room. Isn't that what it is? They don't want that evaporating into the air or something.
I didn't realize that the sauna itself was co-ed until I went into the main part, and one of my male students came up to me in the nude to ask me if I'd ever been to a Czech sauna.
Oh my God.
I cannot express to you what it's like to be a never nude who finds herself in a co-ed sauna with her students and colleagues. Like, I still have nightmares.
That's
Before
crazy.
I get a zillion comments about how our naked bodies are natural and Americans shouldn't be sexualizing everything and demonizing nudity at the same time,
Agreed.
I agree. Intellectually, I agree. But when you
Right.
grow up in a Catholic house in a prudish country, it's just something else I've got
It
to
would be so hard.
get used to. So what do you think? Does the Czech relationship to nudity seem strange to you, or do you think it seems
Yes.
a lot more healthy than the American attitude?
Probably more healthy,
Let me know in the
but strange.
comments below. Uvidíme se příští týden. Ahoj.
Whoa. I don't know what she said there. Go check out her channel. That was excellent. So it sounds like if you're a prudish American, you should just not go to Czech Republic. Because you can't go to the metro, you can't go to the pool, you can't go to the park, you can't go to the ocean, you can't go to the sauna. You just gotta and you can't even go outside in your apartment, like you can't even go down to your apartment hall. Just stay out of Czech Republic if you're a prude. Fascinating. Shout out to the Czechs out there. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, no. Next week. Have a good weekend.